Hi everyone, Aldbar here, and welcome to my live stream. Here you can ask your DDO questions, ask for DDO demonstrations, and ask for DDO advice. So please be my guest on my show, Ask Aldbar DDO Live. Enjoy. Well, finally made it back up to cap. Well, back up to 32, because I never actually got this character up to cap, so a bit more work. And after spending a few hours on gear sets, I finally figured out the gear set that I want. So yeah, now I'm working on that. Right now, I've got an item I want to buy. It's a raid item, and I've actually been holding off on buying it until I put this on stream because it would be a shame to, well, not demonstrate it on stream. So here we go. These are the runes from Dryad and the Demigod raid. I actually ran this many times on Thalanis, and then I did a character transfer from Thalanis with all the raid runes. So yeah, this is the item I want. The rune Lodestone. Okay, select. And I really wished I could pull this from the raid and get a +1 mythic or +3 mythic, but that ain't happening anytime soon. So let's buy this one. How much do I have left? Do I have enough to buy another one? I have 1,900. Okay, fine. So this is the new item. Yeah. Here's the real question though. Does this thing provide cold iron pierce as it promises? So let's check it out. Pierce. Evil, silver, adamantite, cold iron. Yes. So... Oh, wait a second. Actually, I don't know if that actually provides cold iron. I need to actually readjust this. 24 points. Not quite enough to buy all of this. I'll wait for 2 more points, but I'm going to take off cold iron reduction and change it into PRR. So, reset the stream. I guess I'm going to start using adrenaline then. Yeah, my adrenaline's still not maxed out, but it is what it is. 2 more points and yeah, I'll be fully maxed out. Anyway, accept. Gotta make sure this thing is turned back on. And now we're going to move adrenaline instead of quick cutter. Let's check the weapon again. Pierce evil, silver, adamantite, cold iron. Yeah. So we got one more dino bone crafting item we can add. Let's go get ourselves another dino bone, whatever it is. But let's see. What are the options? I've got adamantite because I've got the deconstructor augment. So inside of my thing, here, let's see. Examine, lock. Should be able to see it now. I don't know where it's better. Here's the best. Okay, fine. Let me see the things that I need. Yeah, augments. I've got deconstructor. Deconstructor basically is an augment who gives me adamantite bypass and it adds vulnerability. Ruby of Vampire Slayer is my silver bypass and 1d4 light, which is not a big deal. I've got adamantite I've got already from the augment. Cold iron I've got from the item now. This gives me cold iron bypass. Silver from the augment. Cold iron. So let's see, what else can we buy? We need... Okay, flame scale is adamantite, we've got that. Ice scale is cold iron, we've got that. Spark scale is silver, we've got that. Let's see, bright scale, no. Shadow scales, no. No. Yeah, these are already not what we need, so. Which one should I take then? I probably should take spark scale and then change out that silver augment for something better. I guess we take a spark scale. A spark scale, we've got plenty of stuff on this. 5d6 electric damage. Yeah. Select. Okay. Spark scale. And here's my pick. Drop this over here. Set it for augmenting. To keep on watching the screen to make sure I'm not covering up my stuff. Spark scale. 15. Okay, electric damp. Come on. There we go. Yes, so I'd like to slot this in. There is a orange, to check this out, which one it's called. There's an orange augment that I might have that I want. Let's see. I'm just checking out the wiki. Well, how y'all doing today? Hope you're doing good. Hope chat's working. Last time I forgot to activate the chat. There is a augment that comes, it's an orange augment, and it comes from, I can't remember the name of the thing. Comes from one of those endgame quests. The illicit evasion quests. Let me find it. It gives you protection against evil. Oh, come on, where is it? Go all the way to the bottom of these. Orange. Impulse. Okay, and yeah. Facet of psionic something. I wish they'd just be able to. I wish they made it so all the augments that you had, you could filter them by color. Because right now, you got this thing. If you don't know the exact name of this thing, then how do they spell this thing? They see. Nope. Yeah, I don't have one of those. What else that I might have that's good? Because now I can change out the one that I had a minute ago for something better. And the question is, what should I put instead? I've got one purple slot and one orange slot, if I'm not mistaken. Is that true? 1 second. Making assumptions. I've got an orange slot and a purple slot. So I might be able to put in either an orange augment or a purple augment, other than just like red or yellow. Or actually blue, but why would I spend the blue augment on my weapon? Or a yellow augment on my weapon for that augment? So either orange or purple, or some better red augment. So let's see what we've got. I'm just checking the options in the wiki for what I might have. There's a whole bunch of just like on hit do critical damage. I've got greater maiming, which is a pretty good augment. Greater maiming seems like a pretty good augment, and I'm sure I have one of those. The other option I have, let's see, orange green, greater reinforced fist. Truth is, I do have some augments I could buy from Dryad and Demigod. Let's see. This it gives you Shatter Mail, basically takes off their spell resistance. I don't really care about the spell resistance that much. Green, Boon of Undead, I don't need that. Fear Eater. 5,000 hit points. Yeah, Phantasma Killer. This is actually probably pretty good. Yeah, you know, let's buy a Fear Eater. We'll check it out just for the heck of it. I'll have one of these. Fear Eater. Select. Never used it. We're going to find out if it's any good. I've got a Ruby of Vampire Slayer, but I've got plenty of those, so I'm just going to overwrite this one. I don't want to have to spend extra things on augmentation, so yeah, Fear Eater. Okay, so my weapon should now have all of the stuff once I put it on. Let's see. It can bypass evil, silver, undemented, cold iron, and magic. Doesn't bypass good. It's 17 to 20 times 7. Not bad. Okay. Now I have to empty out some of my bag. So let's collect all of the augments and stuff, put them back into shared crafting storage, or I'll never find them again. This goes here. And collectible bag. All this stuff drops into here. And we also don't need this necklace anymore because we've just upgraded the necklace. Move that over. Okay, so what we need to do now is I need to work out the optimized order of my attacks. So let's see, cracking attack. This one. 1 second, I need to find something. In my attacks, one of these things, cracking attack, Yeah, this gives me +2 weapon damage. So I really want cracking attack. Yeah, and also reduces fortification. So I really want my cracking attack to always be on cooldown. Because I always want the +2 weapon damage before I do my adrenaline. And then, I guess, after that will be adrenaline, followed by slaughter, and then I've got my 2 cleaves. Okay, this should be the order. Let's open up Isle of Dread and go fight the Glaber Zoo a few times. Let's see how the work on the DPS. I think I'm trying to do Ravenloft on like R2, 3, or 4, something like that, solo. Just so I can get the cap and get some extra XP. Some Reaper XP, we'll see. I really want to get myself a XP pot. I've got a few like Sovereign XP pots. But I want to use, once I get to level 4, I want to run back and do some legendary quests on Reaper, High Reaper, and gain some Reaper XP.
You clearly won't be taking that ship back to Eberron.
Well, apparently I was here already. What else did I open up? Can I talk to the Tabaxi? Let's see. Here's the Tabaxi. Yep. Well, I guess I was here also.
The Tabaxi have set up a campsite here, their colorful tints billowing in the breeze. The creatures don't seem to be worried about attacks from beasts or marauders. No doubt the Isle of Dread has learned to fear the Tabaxi's claws.
Do one round of the bosses. Try to open up this map. Give me a bit of XP. Hopefully I'll get to level 33. Take a level. And then I'll work on there. Work on it from there. The goal of this character is to be an endgame raider. Solo raider. So I need to have like really tight DPS, but also I need survivability. And based on what I found out, if you want to solo like the endgame raids, I don't know, you're going to need like 300 PRR. So I'll have to try to squeeze 300 PRR into a character who's wearing light armor, so. Yeah, good luck with that.
Shroud the base of this huge exotic tree.
But I came up with a plan and hopefully it should work. 300 PRR is it feels attainable, so hopefully I can do it. Let's see if Stonejaw's here. I mean, I probably should buff it while I'm here. Let's do that. Might as well buff. Nope, Stonejaw's not here.
After falling into that trap of my own making, I burned down an entire forest near the fire mouth. I breathed my hottest flames and watched the sky glow green. I am certain my wrath was felt throughout the Isle. Yet when the last spark died, I felt only shame.
Okay. Let's run through the peaks because they're one of the interesting places. By the way, you can actually climb into the peaks over here. There's 2 fire peaks, and there's actually paths into the lava in the center of each one of them. Something I found out when exploring.
These volcanoes are small but active. Over the course of eons and after many eruptions, they will eventually grow into mighty peaks.
Yeah, getting out is not as easy as getting in, though. I don't feel like going for a swim. Yeah, this one also. You can actually go and jump down into the lava if you want. Go for a little dip or a swim. A jacuzzi. A lava jacuzzi. Well, this guy's not here. Maybe the crab? No crab. See if the tiger's there. The saber-toothed tiger. Then we'll go the other way. Still need to open up this map. No saber-tooth. At least we got another one of these scrolls.
Here we all
This map actually has 3 sets of explorers. Because you've got the walk-up explorers, and then you've got 2 sets of scrolls. So there's actually a lot of XP you can get here. But the scrolls are annoying because each one of them has 3 locations where it can spawn. They're all pretty close, but it's not intuitive, and it's easy to miss them.
Dying on my tongue.
Is this where the ghost flame is? No, you have to go around. You actually meet the ghost flame, or the spirit of the ghost flame, on the Isle of Dread in the Explorer Zone. You got actually pretty cool cutscene animation, or whatever you want to call it. Run by it, I guess. I'm not looking for the scrolls, but if I do see them, I'm gonna pick them up.
Long ago, the Whispered One turned
More
his attention
XP.
to villages on the southern peninsula.
And more
Back
XP.
then, someone as skilled as I had no difficulty concocting a plan. Infiltrate the village, spread my unrelenting flames, raise their fields and reduce their homes to ash. Anyone who tried to escape through the gate.
Yeah, the 2 sets of
Death's teeth.
scrolls. One of them is from, I think, the Ghost Flame, and the other one's from the
I needed someone
Vecna.
to help me enact my plan. An islander no one would notice. I gained their trust by pretending to be a poor woman fleeing the Kopru. I doubt that gullible fool suspected anything. One should be careful where they place their trust. I learned that from you, my prince. I made certain that no one suspected me before moving forward. When the time was right, I unleashed my flames. That was the first time the village came to know of my power. I became the eternal terror, the ghost flame.
A flock of griffins have made the shipwreck into their eyrie. They are not
Okay, down over here is where you find the Ghost Flame. tucked behind over here. See it? Look closely. Shows up out of nowhere as you get close. Then your whole screen goes black. And this is where you find one of the whispers. And then it vanishes and goes away. Gotta go visit the Pixie Village on top over here. We'll actually open up a teleport to this place.
You are surprised to see a pixie encampment here in the Isle of Dread's primordial forest. You can't help but wonder how these Fae made their way here.
I don't remember if there's any explorers down here. Pretty sure there's a scroll here someplace, but forget that. Whatever, now we need to walk this valley.
Names are secrets. Thus I have so far avoided speaking his true name. Names, identities, bodies, each carries secrets of their own. Every addition to the Whispered One's collection piques my curiosity. What could they possibly know that a god would deem valuable?
Thought there'd be one by finding Trials of the Triceratops, but apparently not. There are a few more in this valley, though. Both the walk-up explorers and scrolls. Then you have to head up to the Forbidden Temple.
The lava has long since cooled, but the dead
Whatever these new arrivals think they know about the Whispered One has been meticulously laid out for them. Just as I thought I knew what would become of us before I suppose I haven't found a way to breach this covenant just yet. And so here we all remain. Anything I once felt has long gone. I am left with just one desire.
Here we go, here's Standing Stone Games again.
And
They have the most out in the borderline.
A layer of ash lies over the cooled lava that covers the canyon floor.
The Kopru asked me to deal with their little slave revolt. I declined, having no interest in their petty squabbles. Besides, the Kopru had betrayed the demons before. No doubt they were now planning on betraying me. Best to keep the Kopru weak and firmly under my control.
See, nothing down here. Okay, I guess we climb up. You go all the way to the end of this passageway. There's actually a walkway that will allow you to get up onto the top level, to the bridge. And then you can head to the Forbidden Temple, or whatever it's called. The last quest in this chain. Fall of the Forbidden Temple, or something like that. Okay, here's the passageway up. Might be a good idea to come from the top the first time, just so you can like spot it without losing your mind.
Why tell you all this?
Because if not, I mean, the first time I was here, it took me forever to find it.
Reveal his own. The answer, of course,
Restless Isle style of a bridge.
I want you to know who I am. I want you to understand what has become of you. I want you to see that you are mine.
destroy these 2 sentinels, you actually get 2 shrines. Which is nice. There you go, shrines. You need to swim across the lake or use the boat to teleport you directly across the lake.
Judging from the temple's ornate construction and secure location, this place has been the seat of Kopru power on the Isle of Dread for a long, long time.
There should be a scroll here someplace. But I don't seem to be able to find it. Let's transfer back to the other side of the lake. Got it.
You are here by my will. You will remain so long as I decree it. I watch your every step as you stumble through this island of danger and death. And I will find you when I see fit. And then you will hear my judgment.
Probably should check the bank and see if I've got an Anthem augment. Anthem and Greater Rage are 2 augments I need. As I'm working on my gear set, and little by little I'll need to slot in a whole bunch of augments. If I don't want to augment something, then have to unslot it and use an unslotter. So any item that I am planning on changing, I don't want to start slotting augments in yet. Yeah. Corporal boss here? Nope. We got this big center part over here they need to climb. Let's climb it. The problem of having a character who's got a big, tall character model is you bump your head when trying to climb through these like tight spaces. Oh, did the shortcut from the outside. Saved myself some tunnel climbing and jumping.
You have a fine view of the surrounding landscape
Nice.
from up here. A massive dormant volcano rises to the north. That's where the Kopru are said to have their headquarters.
There's one location over here in the center we haven't passed. And then we can go to the side over there. Vaguely remember something in the center over here. But I might be imagining it. Let's just see if whatever his name is here. Actually, I passed you already before, so nope. Something around here. Collectible. Totally worth it. I guess we cross this river and go fight the whatever his name is, Glabrazu on the other side. Stone Jaw wasn't up. Actually, it could be the dragon's up. I didn't check. I don't remember if you need to go on this bridge. And you can spawn in right over here if you've done bullywugs and booby traps, or whatever it's called. Is a giant here? No giant. Not a lot of rares in this run. So far, I think I killed 2. It was the bear, and there was the, whatever his name is, mummy. Hey, someplace over here there's a explorer. This one I'm pretty sure about. Walking next to all these quests, someplace over here should pop up some kind of an explorer.
A steep path leads up to an
Okay, the bullywugs is the one that gives you the XP, I guess.
Transform the ancient structure into their home.
I got the crest, but I'm gonna have to climb up over here anyway if I want to explore. Let's do the explorer. This one took me a long time to figure out by myself. How to get up on top of this aqueduct so you can get the explore area. You gotta get up over here and then walk to the end. And right here.
Atop these Kopru ruins, you can get a good sense of the
Go kill the Glabers, though.
Scale. Did this place fall in a single day due to a war or rebellion? Or did it slowly fall into disuse as the power of the Kopru faded?
See if I can get him stuck by standing on his foot. I get him to stop moving. $39,000, not bad. Until I optimize the order of my action moves or slash attacks, the damage is not going to be very good. Mind you, my adrenaline is not fully upgraded yet. Let's move some stuff. First off, I need him to stop moving. Should be good again. Unable to nail him down. Really should get myself prowess and slot it in. But for that, I need to get my, what's it called first? Minor artifact. I don't have all my filigree set up yet. Hopefully when I get all my stuff together, I'll be able to burn this guy down in a few seconds. Not a few minutes like it's taking me now. I do believe this guy can actually, what's it called? White dot if you get him too far away from his spawning origin. Dwarven War Axe, don't need that. This isn't anything special. I guess we feed it to our sentient weapon. If the item doesn't have mythic on it, I just feed it because I can buy it. You can get any of the weapons for 25 of each of the ingredients just from the trader over there. So there's nothing special about it. Hello, Mono Nitro. Well, going slow, but yeah, got to work on getting all the gear. I'm in that like limbo zone of the build is not quite there yet, so you have only like half of your gear, and you can really feel it. You're really not that strong because you're missing a whole bunch of stuff, which is never fun.
The Kopru are too few and too stubborn. They can only be relied on to move the island.
Let me just see. Where did I miss?
I call upon the pirates. Pirates are easily recruited from any world we visit.
The shrine?
And easily motivated with a handful of platinum.
Okay.
And a bauble or two.
I'm not sure I know where that is.
Care nothing about secrets.
I mean, I can always just open up the wiki and find it.
Defeated by their own slaves. The Kopru.
I played just enough of the new monk to find out what was important to me. And as far as I'm considered, it's better, so
reputation.
As far as I'm considered, it's a win.
Isle of Dread.
I definitely can now revisit my Phoenix build and make it much better.
The Copro have descended
For one, it
from
has a
the
trance,
empire
who's wisdom based,
mere servants.
which before I didn't have. Second, you can do wisdom to hit and damage without using falconry, so now falconry. So now my build now becomes totally free to play. You no longer have to have falconry just to make it work. So yeah, I am very happy with the changes. Also, I'm going to go back and I'm going to swap out my action points back to Cutter. Because right now, without all my gear set up, Cutter will just be better. Nice. So it's always good when they do a change and it's overall positive. I think that this update was really a good update as far as Monk is considered. I think they really did a good job. Again, as far as I'm considered, I know some players are disappointed because they took out the one thing that they really liked about Monk was the complexity, but I didn't mind the complexity. It was just that it was sometimes so like silly and obtuse, and they didn't fix all that stuff. Like you would charge up 3 times, and then you wouldn't have enough key to do the finisher move, and then you'd pick up a mysterious remnant or open a door, and then your charge would go away. It was like, what the heck? And those are the kind of things that really ruined it for me. So they just got rid of the whole system and just, here you go, finisher. I think there's some few things that are no longer in the game, like the finisher, or like at level 19, if you're a pure monk, you can make somebody dance using irresistible, whatever it is, Otto's irresistible touch, but that doesn't seem to be in the game, as far as I can tell.
These creatures did not die naturally. They were killed by something. Something with very large, very sharp teeth.
I am Vecna, the Whispered One, God of Secrets.
There is some kind of shrine someplace, and I can't remember where it is.
Done much,
Oh, I know where it is.
seen more,
It's in the middle of the lava. Sorry, the tar.
transcended death
I just remembered.
from the hands of the gods themselves. And yet,
The center of the tar
done my
pool.
true mission.
See if we have enough XP to go to level 33. I'm just about to get there.
The pungent smell of asphalt
Nope.
pervades these bubbling tar pits.
Well, I've got the
Many
open up
creatures have met
map
their
now, so.
end in the sticky substance, and yet for some reason there's a small ruined shrine in the middle of it all.
Yeah, the combo system. I don't know. It didn't feel. I don't think that they lost a lot of power when retiring the combo system. So that's all I can say for it. But I think overall they did a good job at preserving the things that were good about Monk, and then redoing and fixing up the other things. To be honest, the thing that I really cared about, and was the only thing that I was like worried about, was I wanted to make sure that Rise of the Phoenix didn't get cut from the game, and they left it in. I mean, because it has something called Reborn in Light, which was the old Epic Destiny system. It was a tier 6 ability, which will allow you to, an exiled angel, allow you to self-resurrect. And they cut that from the game. It's basically like one day you would log into the game and find out that everybody's gibbers, Blade of Jack gibbers, got deleted from the game. But for some reason, people didn't lose their mind. It's like, yeah, okay, I guess we're losing this ability. It really bothered me, but whatever. So now, with Rise of the Phoenix, which is the only other self-resurrection, I was like, I hope they don't delete this. So the first thing I did as soon as the update went live is I took Jokin and I soloed Twilight Forge, just to see that you can still do the underwater part. That was the only thing I really cared about. And I'm happy to say that yes, you can do it. They did not ruin that.
Tabaxi have set up a campsite here, their colorful tints billowing in the breeze. The creatures don't seem to be worried about attacks from beasts or marauders. No doubt the Isle of Dread has learned to fear the Tabaxi's claws.
See any? Nope. Water weird not here. Next to the Triceratops, then Copru. No, not Copru. I forgot what they're called. Those weird hunchback thingies. Then the bear, then the, well, Stonejaw. I think I'm going to skip him. Cup. That's what they're called. Or something like that. I'm not butchering their name. Is not here. I guess we'll see if the bear is here. I just want a few more XP so I can take a level, and then I guess I'm going to head over to Ravenloft. I want to do a legendary, not legendary, a Reaper run of Ravenloft. I need a flag for Curse of Strahd. And the bear is here, nice. Still a few XP away from hitting that cap. I mean, hitting the level. I guess we should fight Stonejaw, or whatever his name is, at least once. Just so I can get him for the list, but... First, let's see if he spawns in. Nope, he does not spawn in. The mummy's here.
After falling into that trap of my own making, I burned down an entire forest near the fire mouth.
No mummy.
I breathed my hottest flames and watched the sky glow.
Maybe the statue, maybe the crab, maybe the saber-toothed tiger.
My wrath was felt throughout the isle. Yet when the last spark died, I felt only shame.
Probably should do some kills. Get to 100 kills, that'll also be good. Statue not here. Oh, the crab's here. This is funny because this crab, he's a rare encounter as far as the chest is concerned because it drops the ingredients and stuff. But he's not on the list of the rare encounters. Oh yeah. I don't know how they messed this up. So he's functionally a rare encounter, no XP, and he doesn't show up on the list. But he drops the Dino Bone crafting material, so... I think he even drops the name loot that comes from the wilderness, so... Definitely worth it.
Here we all came, the Isle of Dread. So far from our original home.
See if the saber-tooth is here.
Fatigued, yet hopeful. After so long, I
Nope, no
finally
saber-tooth.
got the power I so craved. But if I had
Kill a few more. Oh, here's another scroll.
my words dying, if I tried to talk about it, about us, my throat goes dry and my words dwindle into a cloud of smoke. I'm trapped by these secrets of my own making. I can only laugh the smoke.
Hello. How are you doing today? Let's see if I've got enough XP to take a level. I kill 100 of these. Man, I'm so close to taking a level. I am planning to eventually revisit my old builds and update them. It's probably no time soon. I was considering to just like make a write-up version of the builds, but I found out that planning on paper and actually playing the builds are two different things. So I can give you a write-up for a million different builds, no problem. But they're honestly, it's not worth anything unless somebody's actually playtested it. There's certain things that seem like good on paper, but then they're like terrible in actual when it comes to actually playing them. So I can't really give you advice about it unless I've actually tried it out. So I need, for me to do a revisit of old builds, I'll actually have to replay them, and that's the thing that I can't promise anytime soon.
I quickly discovered what had destroyed the
Yay, got enough XP.
The destruction of the Codex of the Infinite Planes. I set about collecting some of the remains of this Codex, attempting to disguise this by employing a dim-witted denizen of the Feywild as my proxy. To my surprise, I was thwarted in my attempt, not by another god, but by inhabitants.
There's a problem. I don't remember what level, what I need to take this level. Let's check.
Thwarted by mortals. This was the most intriguing thing of all.
Let's head over to the trainer. I didn't remember to do all the stuff, so I said Greater Rage I for sure need. And what was the other one I wanted? Anthem. Two abilities that I should definitely take. Trainer down here someplace? Should be here. Epic Trainer here? Augment Vendor? Come on, where's the Epic Trainer? Epic Trainer. Yeah, so now it's a toss-up between this. It's either Epic Damage Reduction or Epic Barbarian Damage Reduction. The Epic Barbarian Damage Reduction is 1% total damage reduction and 5 PRR and 5 MRR. I'm going to hit my MRR cap anyway, so I don't need a lot of extra MRR. And Epic Damage Reduction is 10 PRR, so I don't know. Maybe I should take this. I should take that. I think I'm going to go for Epic Damage Reduction. I need to get to my 300 PRR. You think I should take the Barbarian Damage Reduction? Can you explain? Where can I see my total damage reduction from Barbarian? Like the 1% or whatever it is. The percentage of damage reduction. Where can I see it? Where I know there's a place where you can hover over and you can just see how much total damage reduction you have for percentage. Because I'm 12 levels of Barbarian, so how will I tell exactly how much damage reduction I have? Let's see, is it in the tab? Avoidance defense. Yeah, but where in the plus tab? Buff bar on the screen. Where is my barbarian? Barbarian damage reduction. Okay, I have 6%, so this will bring that up to 7%. Hey, I can always try it. If I don't like it, I can always change it. Next, done. Let's see, barbarian damage reduction. Where is it? 7% all damage reduction. Nice. Okay, second thing I said I was going to do is change my enhancements again. Yeah, to make that adrenaline work, I really need to have all the things in place, or it's not worth it. It's good for like one shot, but I need something that will. If you're gonna do an end game raid, so I don't know. Let's say you're doing Fire over Moorgrave, and you got all the rocks hitting you every second. So tumbling, I mean, is good, but I'm not gonna be able to like tumble and tumble and tumble eventually. There's even real stuff. I've tried New Monk a little bit. As far as I can tell, it's better than it was before, and I'm happy with it. So that's my short version of the answer. I haven't actually played a full Life of Monk though, so I can't give you like the full review. You mean this extra damage fortification bypass? I might take it, but I'll only take that once I get the adrenaline and everything. Because right now, because I don't have all the things that I want set up properly, like I don't think I actually have like an item with fortification bypass on me right now. So I'm really missing out tons of damage. That's why I'm in that limbo stage where I don't have all my gear set up. So yeah, Shadow Dancer. Ah, this thing over here, yeah. Fortification bypass. My main problem is I really don't have enough. I don't have enough points. But yeah, it's probably better for me to spend my points here eventually. If I'm gonna go for the goal is to go for adrenaline. So if I have enough points to spend in here, and then I have extra points to spend in here, I'll definitely do that. Because yeah, the fortification bypass is gonna be good. Yeah, it is. Go to the bank. I'm gonna forget to get my what's it called? Augments if I don't do it this moment. Where do you drop? Where do you get the Topaz of Anthem and the one from Greater Rage? Guess I can farm those out. Doesn't seem like I have it. One second, I'll just check. Where do you get the Topaz of Anthem and Topaz of Greater Rage? I mean, I hope it's a Topaz of Anthem. I don't have Topaz of Anthem. Comes from Three Barrel Cove. From Precious Cargo. Yikes. Okay. Yeah. Truth is, I could probably farm it out, bring my cronies, and they all have the +10 boost now to loot, so shouldn't take too much time to get a few. Topaz of Anthem, I need at least one. And the other thing I need was Greater Rage. Where's that come from? Greater Rage comes from Swim at Your Own Risk. Swim at Your Own Risk is... that's the one in the... Yeah. Anthem is the one that I really need. You don't like Salt Marsh? I don't know, I actually kind of enjoyed it. The thing I like about it is basically the loot. I'm not a huge fan of the quests. I'm back, sorry. Just need to blow my nose. Prefer not to do that on screen. Well, good luck, Sivan. Enjoy your DDO time. Yeah, the Sentient XP from Mono Nitro. The Sentient XP and the Filigrees are great. I agree. I don't mind boring quests. I care about loot per minute. And I found out a major hack with Saltmarsh is because it's so easy to upgrade items. Really, if you want an item, you don't have to run it on Legendary. So you can just run it on Heroic. And then re-rolling a chest is like 3 shards. So it's very fast. You can get any loot you want. And the real trick is there was a time where they made it that anyone who joined VIP during a certain month would forever get would give it a plus 15 elixir for 6 hours that would be with any new character. So it's bound to character, but every time I open up a new character, I get an elixir. So if I want to farm Saltmarsh, I open up a new character, drink the elixir, farm Saltmarsh, will have a very high chance of getting the name loot that I want. And even if I re-roll, it's only like 3 shards, and then I get the base item, who's very low level. And then I just upgrade it. And there's always tons of Saltmarsh hay and whatever it is. So it's like the easiest loot to get, and it doesn't take a long time. So when it comes to loot, I'm a huge fan of Saltmarsh. But yeah, you've got a point. Let's try swim at your own risk on Reaper, and let's see what happens. See, I should get the potions out of the bank. Come on, in here now. Thank you. Don't they have a way to just sort by potions? Potions of spell power I don't need. Come on, potions. Death Ward I don't need. Spell power. Spell power is actually universal spell power. This is actually kind of good because of my bard healing. Potion of ability. Insight bonus. This doesn't stack. Potion of powers. This will stack. So let's just see how much I already have in the bank. Still have like 15 of each. Yeah, let's take these. $148,000. I'm getting very, very close to finally being able. Sorry, here we go. 148,000. I'm getting very close to being able to open up my 9th slot for the first time. I went from 100 to 140,000 just by running through Isle of Dread. I ransacked the Glaber Zoo and the Dino with a different character. With 6 different, with a full party. So it was named items. It was 42. It was 84 items at least, plus some other random items and minor artifacts. So about 100 items. But yeah, it was very good XP. Sentient XP. But I still need to get, now that it's ransack, so whatever. I need to wait for the ransack cooler timer to come down. But yeah, hopefully I'll get to 200,000 and get my 2 extra slots here. Should be a big difference for what I can do with this build. So, potion of spell power. This I need another 85. go for another 35. Yeah, I remember when they added this thing to the game where you could just add a number and hit claim reward. Before that, you had to single click every time. Man, these things took forever. Okay, so now these are 2 more buffs. Hello, Lamb Kebab. Is this game good? That's kind of a weird question to ask because what's your objective status on what do you consider good? Will you enjoy it? Well, here's what this game is about. This game is about building a character, however you would like it, and having a huge amount of freedom when it comes to building a character, and then running quests and playing and collecting items and stuff, whatever. It does that very, very good. Its downside is that it's been around for 19 years now, and it doesn't handhold very good when it comes to starting the game as a new player. So if you've never played it and you're starting, it's free. This game is free to play. The vast majority of the class and races, which is the main part, the meat of this game, is free. So it doesn't cost you anything to take an account, start right now, and play. However, the only thing I have is when you start it, please follow somebody's build guide. I don't care whose. Just find a build guide that looks cool, that came out recently new, that you can follow along. Don't use any of the pre-build paths. You're going to get messed up. Find something who's free to play. You can check it on the DDO forums. Look for free to play build. And no, this is not like World of Warcraft in any kind of way. Players who play World of Warcraft are not the same group of players who play DDO. I mean, it is an MMO and it's open, whatever it is. I mean, there's certain like similarities you can draw, but the essence of the game, what makes this game fun, is different. So, yeah, basically, the only thing is find somebody who has a build guide, who's something that looks interesting to you, sounds interesting, and just follow it, get to 20, play the game, and you'll have a very good time. That's basically my thing. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Again, download a few clicks, install the thing, and run it. If you're joining right now and you've never played it before, probably you should play on Cormier. When you'll get to the loading screen, there'll be like pick your server. So Orion currently is the one that I'm playing on, who's the most populated, but it's also laggy because there's so many players on it. Cormier is a 64-bit server, which is better, much faster. And if you're starting off new and you don't know how to have anything, no friends, no guilds, just start on Cormier. That would be my... Yeah, start on Cormier, follow a build guide. It's free. You'll have a good time. Oh, also, as you play the game, you will gain something called favor. Hey, thanks for the follow. As you play the game, you'll find something called favor, who looks like this. Position patrons. As you finish quests and stuff, you'll gain favor. There's a list of quests, and on the side over here, let me show you. There's these numbers. You get favor for doing quests. Every 100 favor you'll get 25 DDO store points. That's like the in-game currency, bucks. And you can use that to open more adventure packs. Yeah, sure. Well, enjoy yourself. Well, now I'm going to try to do some... let's see how Reaper goes for swim at your own risk. I want that first time bonus for the best. possible
The
XP.
fish of the day is large, scaly, and filled with teeth as sharp as spears.
If it goes well, I can call in all of my cronies and we can farm out the augments. I need a Greater Rage, I need a Anthem, a few other stuff. The rally that you get from whatever it is, this thing. Legendary rally that you get from Legendary Dreadnought is basically a 30-second cooldown timer on your Harper pin. That's what it is. Rather than having a 5-minute, it's only 30 seconds. It's so powerful. I mean, you can use it offensively, but I use it usually defensively. I mean, I keep it until I get stuck in some place I need to get out.
Along abandoned tower stands.
By the way, this quest over here, Back to Basics,
The upper floors have long
is
collapsed.
a recreation of the first ever official quest for Dungeons and Dragons. Not Dungeons and Dragons Online, mind you, just Dungeons and Dragons. And the in-game map, they left the layout exactly like the first Dungeons and Dragons map with letters and stuff and tile base and whatever.
This ring of ancient standing stones commands a fine view of the sea. Yet, for some reason, it gives you an uncomfortable feeling.
Taking the long way through the salt marsh. Probably gonna open up this area also, but just in case I run across a few bosses. Oh, here's another one. Alligator, crocodile, whatever. A chest. That's what it is. And some more Saintine food. Nope. Yeah, this one doesn't have a... I'm always checking to see if it has a mythic on it. If it has mythic, I'll probably check first if the one that I've already got stored up is better or worse than it. I've got a load of characters for all the different levels, and each one of them has all the different items of that level. I have probably most of the items in DDO now. Or most of the good ones. So yeah. Anytime I want a specific build or an item, there's a good chance I already have the item, so. And I constantly update to the newest item with whichever one's better, like with Mythic or whatever it is. And yeah, I keep on cycling through the items and then feeding the older ones to the sentient weapon.
This ship seems to have sunk very recently. The main cabin appears to be completely intact.
There's some explorer over here with a scene of slaughter with a bunch of lizard folks. Here we go.
There was a battle here, and judging from the corpses, it was a battle that the lizard folk clearly lost. The Sahuagin have captured the seaside
More
fortress
XP.
from the lizard folk. They're using it as their base of operations for their invasion of the coast.
I have this rule that I tell myself, never throw out anything.
The deck is
And then every time I break the rule, I always regret it.
They didn't die in the wreck. Their wounds suggest that they were slain with spears. large hole leads down beneath the earth. Strange sounds and a stranger smell.
Oh, here's another encounter. And this one's not mythic either. Something else to feed. Jules, I got one of these platinum coins. This one also doesn't have mythic on it. Spell absorption. We got one of these in my bank, actually. Probably should use it. Nah, I'll feed it. Let's see. Legendary. And this. 149,000. We're almost there. This is my main, so I've never actually fully opened up a sentient weapon. See what we get here. A whole lot of nothing. Does anybody here play on Orion by any chance and happen to have a whole bunch of like rare filigrees? Because I need to fill up my filigree set, but I have only the regular filigrees, and I need the rare ones to get that extra bit of PRR to reach my 300. So like I've got to have every filigree's got to be rare, including the raid ones. So the raid ones I can buy with Threads of Fate, but the other ones I just don't have.
At least you hope it stirred.
Hey, let's try this on Reaper 2. Let's see what happens.
Massive tracks in the mud lead to a dark and stinking den.
Yeah, Reaper is not my favorite at all. Oh well.
This cave stinks of death, magic, and wine in that order. Judging from what you can see, the Sahuagin have set up some kind of ritual to control the giant crocodile, and they're using it to raid passing ships. Some of these wine casks have teeth marks. Big ones.
I am not sure what to expect, and I'm like not taking any chances.
There are definitely some unpleasant things living in that water. Best to avoid a swim. Intruders, hisses the Sahuagin. They meddle with the pattern. Hold them, my warriors. I will commune with 1,000 teeth.
As far as I understand, you're supposed to go for champions first, then Reapers. Because of the damage that the champions can do building up. But I really don't know enough about Reaper to give proper advice. I'm a solo player, so that means that instinctively I can't stand Reaper. Yeah, but I'm trying to get past that barrier now. Hey, one down. Taking it very carefully.
Thousand teeth rips out of the water.
Champions gotta go. Spears first. Okay. That before champions?
Thousand teeth retreats into the water, unaccustomed to food that fights back. Cursed beast! Stay and fight! Wraths the Sahuagin mage, straining to control the crocodile.
My healing amplification is not good enough right now to one click heal. And until it is, I won't feel comfortable. But Mysterious Hunter week is starting soon, and I'll finally be able to get those braces I need. Another 45% exceptional healing. It's really nice. Okay, I'll take your advice on it. I really don't know anything about Reaper.
Sahuagin surge from the water.
I mean, I believe that if I had all the proper gear, I could probably do R4 now with no problem. But again, gear is not set up yet. I'm missing a whole bunch of things. Yeah, part of the gimmick of this build is I have the Bard, Skeldic Rage, or whatever the thing's called. This also activates my heal when I rage. So I've got another thing I can heal. I've got Primal Scream every half a minute. I can always unrage and rage again. But I've got this thing who also has a duration, well, it's a cooldown of also 30 seconds. So as long as I've got Endless Charge of this, which works off Anthem, because it's my Bard songs, I can keep on healing. Yeah, also, just my Bard songs are healing me also. That, and while I'm in rage, I'm also healing. Yeah, I'm still working my way up to Reaper 4. When I can comfortably do Reaper 4 and then see about stepping into Reaper 5 and moving into the next.
The Sahuagin's barrier vanishes. The mage is now within your reach. Thousand Teeth gives a deep growl and charges again. The beast is fully committed to the battle. Whatever was in that red barrel is throwing Thousand Teeth for a loop. The beast isn't that smart. That trick might work again. The great crocodile Thousand Teeth shudders, then collapses.
1,871 Reaper.
Dead.
Blech. Not a lot. Come on, just give me Greater Rage so I can get out of here. Explorer of the Depths. Well, at least that's Sentient XP. Okay, I got a Star Fragment. It was worth it. I'm just joking. I wish I got the Nebula Fragment. That would be good. That took me 8 minutes. Well, I guess we're going to bring all the cronies soon and we'll run it into the ground, but on Elite.
Massive tracks in the mud lead to a dark and stinking den.
Because I used accommodations for, what's it called? The potions. If I have the option to take seeds or commendations, if they're more than 100 commendations, I'll usually take the commendations. I've got plenty of seeds and I don't do that many TRs. Whenever I do get around to trying to do my legendary raid runs, I need to remember that I've hoarded in the bank a whole bunch of like lasting potions of PRR and MRR and a whole bunch of other things like that. Melee power. Should get a stack of each and use them. Definitely increase my chances of completing some raids. I'm not sure I have the Sapphire Spyglass or the Phantom of the Depths or whatever it is on this character, so I'm going to check before I feed them to my sentient weapon. Oh, by the way, for anybody who's wondering, there is the anniversary event going on now who gives you... There's an NPC you talk to in the Hall of Heroes who will give you 10% bonus for the next 6 hours on all named loot. And that means that things like Blade of Jack Jibbers, which is probably like a 1% chance, now is 11% chance. So certain items that are very hard to farm without an elixir are now super available, and it's your big chance to go and farm them out. This is also especially true for those of you who have multiple accounts and don't want to spend like elixirs on multiple accounts. So yeah, this is definitely the time to bring in multiple characters farming stuff. There's a house here I need to visit, and what's it called? A fire. Campfire, whatever it is, quest.
looks as though many travelers have used this campsite to pass the night over the years.
Here's the thing. I want to get the max amount of Reaper XP that I can get for these quests. And for that, I need the first time completion. And the first time completion, I would rather do, if possible, solo on an R4. Which will be much better than just on R2. And take also a Starvin XP pot. But I don't want to have to suffer through it. So I really want to have my gear first. So I'm trying to do the minimum amount of quests with the current gear. So I don't lose out on that XP. So that is the strategy, if you want to call it that. I missed. There is a skeleton and a lighthouse and a smuggler's cove on this side of this island. Might as well check up the crocodiles here. If he is, his chest is sitting on the shore.
This ring of ancient standing stones commands a fine view of the sea. Yet, for some reason, it gives you an uncomfortable feeling.
I need to do my obligatory, unofficial raid per day sometime soon. Yeah, there's a skeleton in the water. Let's go say hi.
The vast skeleton lies just below the surface of the water.
Now do you get to the lighthouse?
Whether it's been there for months, years, or centuries. A beacon stands here to warn ships away from the dangers of the headland at night.
I think there's a smuggler's cove or something over here. I forgot what they call it.
No one has used the warehouses of Trapper's Cove for years.
Trapper's Cove.
Anyway, rumor has it that some of the local smugglers use the shacks as a rendezvous point under cover of night.
Bard not here. Maybe the giant's here. No giant. I don't remember if walking up to under the cover of darkness is actually a quest location. See? Nope. Some kind of pirate over here. If he spawns in. Nope. Up the top of the hill we've got the haunted mansion. Then we've got whatever it is, some kind of a church.
A decrepit house stands atop the cliff.
Then a graveyard.
A stiff wind
Not a
blows
great next to the graveyard, and then
carrying the briny stench
garbage dump.
of churning salt water.
Let's see.
Fisherfolk and sailors come to this thriving temple to offer their prayers to the god of the sea.
Yeah, I'm missing one. Actually, two. Druid's Grove. Oh, I missed that thing. Yeah. And Fine Town Dump. Yeah, 1 second. Lizard Fork Lair.
For a
I
moment,
see, okay.
You're taken aback by the sprawling pit and the foul smell. What vile thing have you discovered? Then you realize it's the town dump.
I didn't check out the fire beetles here. Yeah, we'll go open up the rest of the map. Come on, fire beetle. Where are you? Here he is. Gloves of the Tinkerer. It's more XP. Okay, so we missed the Druid's Grove. He's all the way at the far side of the map. And the Lizard Folk. Yeah, I didn't... Well, at least the Dryad's going to be next to there. I didn't pick it up this route. We need to head in this direction. Yeah, before you open up this map, it's a mess. Look at this. All these lines, every direction. Hey, Lizard Folk. Quest, entrance, whatever. Here's the Dryad. Or not Dryad, whatever it is. Kelpie. Now walk all the way to the other side of the map. While we're here, is the troll back? Where is that place? Here we go. Nope, no troll. And see if the water weird is back. Doesn't. Oh, it is, yes. Water weird. There's, I forgot what it's called. There's a sea lion, whatever these things are called, rare, spawns onto like this little island to the side over here, and not here. I've had it where I ran up to something and until I got really close, it didn't spawn in. So I was like, was I close enough? Well, I'm not close enough. I go a little bit more just to make sure. Yeah, Druid's Grove. Or whatever it's called. This thing, we need to walk up to this. And this should open up the map.
This small Druid's Grove is a quiet haven of peace.
There we go, much better. Salt Marsh map. Fully opened. I didn't see if the Bullywug Captain or whatever it's called spawned it, so... Yep, here he is.
Across a crude statue of a giant frog. It seems to be made of packed dirt. At least, you hope it's dirt.
Go back. So we need to check if those two minor artifacts, if I have them already. While I'm cycling through, I'm just checking anything who doesn't have 2 slots on it gets sold. Well, any random gen loot. Because I use it for crafting, so if it's got 2 slots like this, we're going to keep it. Let's check the bank, see if we've got anything better. Let's see, do I have the spyglass? Come on, do I have the spyglass? Spyglass is level 29, the 29 to 34. It's a trinket, right? Let's just go trinket. Trinket. No, I don't have the spyglass, so gonna add it to the collection. This thing is head. Head. I don't have this one either. Yeah, I remembered vaguely that this character didn't have these two. I do not like farming things, so if I have only one, I'll keep it. Yeah. Well, hi there. 1 second. I used to play D&D like 20 years ago. So yeah, I did play D&D with a group of my friends, and yeah, I started off as a player, and then I became a helper to the DM. Eventually, I was like partially a DM. Like I was the one writing the story and kind of telling it. But yeah, I did play. I did both. I started off as a player, and then realized that I knew way too much stuff, and basically I made the game unfair because very fast I found ways to like completely exploit the system and figure out what was the strongest thing. So my character was like overpowered after like one session, and I realized that my knowledge would be better spent being the DM versus being a player. So then I became a DM basically. One second. I need to find the solver for the Reaver's Fate raid. No, I've got a outfit due to the fact that my DDO career and my real life career don't really mix very good, and I would like as much as possible not to have the two rub off on each other. So I would like my real life to just stay my real life. I don't want any of it to bleed into actual DDO and DDO content creation, etc., whatever it is. So I could just not show my face at all, but it's much better for DDO content creation if you do show a face. So I could be a VTuber while I was working on trying to make a character model or whatever, and then they came down to, if I've got a costume, it's good enough. So yeah, so this is what you've got. So you've got something to look at, but I don't have to mix DDO content creation with real life. So that's what it comes down to. Don't worry, you're not going to find my face in a cereal box anytime soon. That's not that kind of a thing. Thanks. Before this continues too far, the fact that I don't want my real life to mix into DDO content creation doesn't allow me to talk too much about my real life, because automatically you would, well, go down that route. So you can always feel free to ask whatever you want, but I don't want to give you, I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm just not going to even answer things, because I found out that if you start answering certain questions, then you don't answer other questions. By exclusion, you are answering those questions also. So it's like, I'm trying to do my best to be entertaining without hurting anybody's feelings or trying to be evasive. It is what it is. Anyway, I've got my puzzle solver open. The last time I tried to solo, what's it called? Reaver's Fate. I was like level 14, 13, 14. I don't remember. I was under level 15 maybe. I don't know. Of course, I got wrecked. So, now we can do it for favor.
Large rotating orbs float high. The chronometer appears to be counting down like a timer. The Storm Raver's voice reverberates through the room. I have seen what my people are.
Now I've got the opposite problem. I have to be careful not to damage him too fast.
I will see. The ball of lightning strikes the floating orb, igniting it with energy.
Hope he solves the floating orbs fast. I don't like when it comes down to the wire in this raid. We gotta light up all the orbs in the ceiling. For anyone who missed it, this is a raid called the Reaver's Fate. It is base level 14. On Elite, it's level 16. And I am soloing it. Phase 1 is I have to wait for him to do these special attacks where he sends up this ball of lightning who hits one of these orbs in the ceiling. It's randomly selected, but it's kind of based on where he's placed. So you want it to stand close to the orbs that are not lit yet. Here, let's check this one out. It's going to hit that thing, and it's going to start spinning. And once I've got all 9 set up, he will do an attack called Fly. The attack called Fly will allow me to enter the center, the ceiling, and pull a lever. Will open up that barrier. And then I can go and disable the Doomsday device. And once I do, the raid is over. If I kill the Storm Reaver, well, if I beat him down, he disappears. If I do that, and I still haven't unlocked the ceiling, I won't be able to complete the raid. And if time is up, the chronometer, this thing on the wall over here, this clock, if it ticks down fully, you also just instantaneously die. So there's a secret timer going on in this quest.
Gravity has no control over you.
Yeah, so slowly but surely I'm moving around the room because I want him to be underneath all the orbs that are not lit, increasing the chance of him hitting one of those orbs. And apparently attacking him every once in a while prompts him to do his little ball of lightning attack. I want to keep on attacking him, but I don't want to actually damage him enough to... See, he just attacked the ball of lightning he already attacked before. It's a waste. Come on, hit a new orb, please. Okay, looks like it's good. Okay, how many do we have already? We've got 1, 2.
The ball of lightning strikes the floating orb, igniting it with energy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This entire side is not activated yet. Three more orbs to activate, and they're all on this side. I turned him into a block of ice. That is, the air elemental got turned into a block of ice. Come on, Stormweaver, do your attack, please. Just 3 more. Twitch has a system where by watching you get viewer channel points, and then you can use them to redeem a whole bunch of different rewards. Now the truth is that most of my audience prefers YouTube. YouTube doesn't have such a system, which is a shame. However, there is a third-party app who allows you to add channel points, but basically it's all on you to set it up, and I haven't gotten around to it yet. So, sorry folks. I mean, some of you could probably cheat the system by just having a separate browser open on Twitch just to collect channel points and then redeem things, but whatever. Come on, Stormweaver. We haven't forgotten about you. 2 more to go. We got Melt Fang in my weapon, which is a acid over time damage effect. So I need to be careful not to like accidentally kill him with it. That's why I'm changing to a different weapon. Two more. Come on. There's a part I don't like about this raid, because there's no way to like control this. I'll just do it when he feels like it. Which doesn't seem fair.
The ball of lightning strikes the floating orb, igniting it.
Okay, one last one. I think we're up to the last one. Just do it already. Every time I fall out of the sky, I take damage from falling. No big deal though. Again, why is he sending up a ball of lightning to a orb that's already lit?
Strikes the floating orb, igniting it with energy.
It should be illegal or impossible for that to happen. Why do they even let such an option to happen? Okay, I think this is it. Yes.
Stormreaver shouts angrily, "You will die a fool's death here. You will die with all the others when my doomsday device cleanses the world of giant kind for
Need to be careful not to be sucked up into the center of the ceiling. Need him to hit me with a fly. There we go. Now we go to the section that's above the staircase.
The mostly flat ceiling conceals a hole you might be able to squeeze through.
And make sure you're on the map going to the section above the stairs. You go to the other side, that's where the prison cell is for players who die mid-raid. And you need to unlock it to get them out. But that's not relevant when you're soloing, so never mind that. If you end up in there, you're done. You're going to restart the raid. Okay, so we've unlocked the room. Now we just need to kill the Storm Reaver. The fact that I'm flying means he can't knock me back, so that's nice.
Staggering and bloody, a haze of madness flickers and then vanishes from the Storm Reaver's eyes. What madness possessed me? He stammers. You must disable.
Okay. Now we're going to play a game of Mastermind. I'm going to use a solver off screen because I don't feel like failing this thing.
There is a persistent ticking as the chronometer continues to count down.
If they didn't fail you so easily, I would have done this. I would have tried to do it every time. Wow. Very black.
The selection was incorrect. The selection was incorrect. The selection was correct. The device has been disabled.
We are done. Ooh, I almost made it back to the room with Fly. $11 minutes. If you get lucky, you can do this like in under 10 minutes. But that's assuming that the Storm Reaver doesn't waste time on charging up orbs that are already been charged. The only thing I care about from this raid is Madstone Boots. No Madstone Boots. The more Madstone Boots I get, well, the more charges of it I can use. Speaking of which, I should go get the one that I do have already. And as always, most importantly, don't forget to turn in your raid. There we go. Raid complete. Yeah, this should go into the ship. The other thing should go into my sentient weapon. I already have my Madstone Rage boots. Dropped them on shortcut bar here. Together with a pair of boots. I need to farm out like deep snow boots, but instead of mythic 1, I want mythic 3. Of course I do. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Where's the gloves of the tinkerer? And we'll drop them in here. 149,525. We're very close to unlocking the next one. Probably got some more favor. Let's check this out. Yep, just some DDO points. Who has favor rewards for me that I haven't claimed yet? General favor reward and Purple Dragon Knights. Got the key of the sea, but I almost never use it. I usually just teleport to Myth Janor or Salt Marsh, then Gatekeeper's Grove, and then move on from there. Purple Dragon Knights. Now, total favor. Really wish that they made these tomes not bound to character. I mean, at least bound to account, but even if not bound to account, I mean, the best is just make it unbound. I mean, I've got +8 tomes, so what am I going to do with this? Turn it into shards? Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Turn it into shards. You go to the House Cannith Crafting Hall and swap it. But if you have it on the ship, you can do it there also. There's a vendor who allows you to trade essences. Here's the tome. +2 bound to character that I don't need. 9 purified dragon shards. Thank you. I will take that. Let's check if this vendor's got anything. The pawn shop over here resets every 5 minutes. You can forcefully reset it if you want. And there's a chance to get clickies over here. So you can get, like here, Cat's Grace. It's one-time clicky. It recharges every 5 minutes. I mean, you have to put it in a tavern, but whatever. Sorry. It lasts for 5 minutes. The same thing as having a potion. But you can get over here 3 charges of shield. So this is like a place where you can get a shield clicky, which is very, very good. What else do I need? What else do I need? Oh. Let me just check something. Have I done Zoabi's yet? Let's see what happens.
This must be the hellish lair where the wizard king summoned Layla to Eberron. The air is sulphurous and corrupt.
First round, getting her to come down off the perch will be a real pain. Does anybody know exactly when the Monster Hunter whatever weekend starts?
Churns with instability. You doubt Zawabi's magic can hold it open for—
How dare you trap me in here with genie tricks? You will pray for death before the end.
I just realized a hack. If I take my throwing weapon, drop it in here, then my pick. Oh, it doesn't. Rats. This doesn't. It won't work because I've got sentience in it. Never mind. I have Meltfang in my pick, and if I had it in my offhand, I could gain Meltfang on my attacks. I don't think my throwing weapon has it. But that won't work because I already have sentient, a sentient jewel inside of it, so whatever. This is going to take some time. So how are you all doing today? Just feels like standing in an elevator with somebody. It's awkward. There's nothing to do. Just to like, yeah, I guess this is what we're doing now. Got a green steel throwing axe that I made a million years ago that only has tier 1 and tier 2 in it because I never got around to farming enough tier 3 ingredients. Trying to compare between the two and see which one does more damage. Looks like the green steel one is doing a better job. Oh, I guess we're gonna use the green steel. Now we wait for the DM to say, "See my enemies dance before me," or something like that. How did they knock me over? Yeah, this build really doesn't have good DPS set up for ranged at all. I was doing a solo run of Master Artificer. Not with this particular build, but I think with the Monty build. And at the time, I didn't have a good throwing weapon. So I beat down both of the Titans. They tried to kill Tovin. And I wasn't fast enough. And both Titans got out. But I had to beat them down again. It was not fun. Well, at least my self-healing seems to be good enough. Yeah, my self-healing is from this, from when I rage as a barbarian, and from my bard songs from this. This one scales off of spell power, but flat spell power, doesn't crit. And this one is melee power. But both of them use healing amplification, so I'm trying to max out my healing amplification. Any year now. Look on the bright side. I'm probably going to end the stream after this, so the longer this stays, the should have gone for a heroic, and that's it. I've been over in less than a minute. I just wanted to check the self-healing. That was the thing I wanted to do. Finally.
About like jesters. I tire of such foolish entertainment. Hedge wizards and half-wits. How I despise you. I will craft a special torment for your soul.
Yeah, I forgot she's immune to electricity. Hoping to finish it one round. Whatever. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it before my songs run out. Okay, here we go. And she got away. Oh no, she didn't get away.
I am destruction. No mortal force can shatter the six swords.
Melting stacks got her. The damage of acid over time, even though she escaped through her perch, she took damage. And as soon as she hits 10%, she triggers the end fight.
My body is broken. My power fades. May Lilith's death curse be upon you all.
Yeah, all that for a greater token of the 12. Yeah, I do with a group of seconds of the 12s can be passed. So do one round like this, and then you got like 7 tokens. Well, exactly equal to the amount of extra players you have in your party. By the way, it's much faster to, if you have D-Door and you click out, what happens is you end up next to the quest giver, much closer. You don't have to run the whole way. Anyway, as always, don't forget to turn in your raid. And with that, we are done. So, as always, thank you very much for joining my live stream. I hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you all in my next live stream. Well, so take care. Bye. Also, if you haven't made it in time, take care. As long as the stream hasn't ended, I'm still actually here, but yeah. Well, hope to see you all in the next stream. In case you're wondering how I got up to all these places were, well, I first got to the top, and then I jumped down backwards, and then I reversed the footage. So everything except for the first clip, where I jump up, everything is played in reverse. So yeah, this is top of whatever it's called, the raid, Tempest Spine. Once the raid is done, so I'm jumping off the top backwards. That's why you can see like the trails going the wrong way. So yeah. It was very hard to like time it and land exactly next to the starting. So yeah, some of these are easy to do, like easy to find the location, like house beneath. This is simple, it's easy to get there. But there's some of them are really hard. Like I had to fail a teleport to fall out of the sky in the marketplace to do the marketplace jump. The 12 isn't too hard to do. The hardest one on this list is House Juresco. Jumping off the second aqueduct is the one that's very, very tricky to get up there. First aqueduct is not hard. The second one, though, is really, really complicated. But yeah, this is falling out of the sky in the marketplace. This one is also, I think, sped up the actual footage. It's not just reversed, it's also sped up a bit. You can see based on the speed of the movement speed of the wings. Well, take care all. I'm out.